Kevin McCarthy, good to see you guys. Clever investor in the house. The business executives have joined us. The movie executives have joined us. The movie nerds have joined us. Good to see you, Hottie. The bodybuilding community has joined us. Good to see you guys. The athletes have joined us. All right, here we go. Donovan Carter, my boy from Ballers. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Navy SEALs are in the house. Welcome. Yes, I know. Wow. Welcome. Good to see you guys. I have not brushed up on my world flags. There are so many flags from around the world representing a country that I don't see. Kara Slater, the best agent in the Slater household. Good to see you. Welcome, Thailand. The Hurricanes are in the house. 305 is in the house right now. Miami. You made Teremana babies all week. I hear you. IGNDFRVR. What kind of handle is that? But good to see you, brother. And I appreciate that shout out. Thank you. And I'm glad you loved the Teremana. That was really, really funny, man. Lebanon is in the house. Welcome, Lebanon. Good to see you guys too. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make this toast, but it's good to see you guys. And again, Dark Side of the Ring has joined us. Good to see you guys too. Where are my links? Come on, Dark Side. You owe me a link. You owe me a link on Dr. D, one of my favorites. Dr. D, David Schultz. Well, now that Otis Redding is singing this song, man, I got to break out the Teremana. Israel is in the house. Welcome, Israel. Good to see you guys. Brazil is in the house. And another flag that I don't recognize from around the world. I got to brush up on my flags. And another flag I don't recognize. I do recognize France. Good to see you guys. Okay, here we go. And money too. All right, here we go. I'm breaking out the Teremana. And if I miss your questions as I'm doing this, guys, you're going to have to just shoot me the questions back. So right now, I'm going to make you guys, it's one of my favorite cocktails, and we're going to have a toast. I want you guys now, if you don't have your favorite drink ready to go, I hope you do. Britt Johnson, we thirsty. I know, that's the way us Johnsons are. We are very thirsty in many ways, Britt. Here we go. I'm gonna make you guys one of my favorite drinks. Again, I hope you have your drinks ready. We're gonna do a toast, as we love to do together. Seemingly. All right, here we go. All right, first we got the Teremana Blanco. We have the special glass. This is my special glass that a good buddy of mine made for me. It says Teremana on the bottom. And it doesn't say it on the side because when I look at the world through the bottom of a glass, as I often do, I see Teremana at the end. All right, so here we go. Just so you guys know, I have some pineapple sitting on ice. So we're going to enjoy the pineapple. There we go. So I've been making drinks with you guys, and so you guys have been sending me your drinks. By the way, you've gotten really, really creative with your Teremana drinks, and I appreciate that. You're getting so super creative with your Teremana videos, which I'm going to get to in a second. I see. My wifey just popped in, and she just joined. She said, "Tell them how you fill the bottle with water." That's good stuff. Well, first of all, I opened this with you last night, all right? This one, unopened. Thank you. Woman, you're going to pay for that one. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, We've been making drinks, cocktails. A few weeks ago, we made the People's Margarita. And then about a week later, we made the Tequila Sunrise, I think, the Teremana Tequila Sunrise, I think. Now we're going to do, it's basically some of my favorite ingredients combined. It's kind of like the People's Margarita. And thank you guys for creating your own kind of versions of the People's Margarita. I appreciate that. Welcome everybody from around the world. There's multiple flags that I do not recognize. Welcome South Africa. Here we go. So, calls for just a few ounces of Teremana Blanco. There we go. We have a little bit of pineapple juice here. Just a splash. Britain is in the house. Welcome, UK. And we're going to do a little bit of magic here. There's a little bit of just some sea salt. I like to add just a little bit. James Jefferson, good to see you. Just a pinch. That's all. This is Hawaiian sea salt. Because I like combining our cultures. Polynesian and Mexican cultures. All right. There we go. It's all in the shake, by the way. It's all in the shake. How much mana you can put in this shake. Do a little turn. Because that makes me cool. So I drop this shit and it goes everywhere. There we go. Cruz, good to see you. That's frothy. You guys can see that. I mean, that is a frothy drink. What do I call this? So Maya, good to see you. The badass business executives are in the house. Maya Lasry. So what do I call this? I actually call this this is called a RockTail. That's what it's called. So that's comprised of many things. All right, I want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything else. No, that's it. All right, guys, let's raise that glass. Let's get this thing going. Here we go. All right, so this one, I raise this Teremana toast to you guys all around the world. And this is to the good days. This is to the days where we feel like we got our shit together and that we got a handle on things and we found a rhythm and a groove with ourselves and our families as we are locked down in quarantine, trying our best to manage this thing. And this is also going to us to the days where we're wobbly and we're like, Jesus Christ, when is this thing going to end? And we think we got it together, but we don't on those days. Bottom line is we are all experiencing this whole thing together. And my first toast to you guys around the world is hang in there, and we got to find the silver linings in all these things as we are, because we're going to get through it. One day soon, we are going to get through it. Cheers. And as Otis Redding says, try a little tenderness. All right. Let's chat. What do you guys got? Andrew Jenks, a great podcast. Good to see you, brother. All right, we're gonna kick it off. So, how does Lauren? That's a good question. So, how does Lauren? Lauren is my wife. She's my much better half. How does she drink her tequila? She drinks her Teremana. She drinks it like this. Come here, woman. Good. No. Just on the rocks. Nice, clean, simple. I make her a drink or she'll make me a drink, and we'll actually sip our tequilas maybe every every other night, maybe every night, every other night. So there was, I actually am happy you brought that up, is that, so I posted a video this past week and I talked about the challenges that the quarantine and the coronavirus has on relationships and could have on marriages. And I gave a little example of how it has made me snippy. And so we kind of we got into it the other morning, me and Lauren, and we were eating breakfast in the bedroom, and because we were just trying to have some alone time before the babies just woke up, the hurricane and the tornadoes that are known as our babies. And she said something and I said something, and I didn't have my carbs at that time, so I blamed the carbs, not having carbs, and I got a little snippy, and then I went from 0 to 10, and things kind of escalated very quickly. So she got up and left the room, and she goes, it's smartly, by the way, and that's what you should do, I think, in situations like that, when you could recognize, oh shit, this is not going the way I want it to go, and we're not going to get anything accomplished in this conversation because emotions are high and you can't lead with your emotions. And so she smartly left the room, and here I am left there. I'm going, okay, see? And I'm like talking shit to myself. I was like, see, you ruined the day, didn't you, Lauren? You could have had a great day, but you ruined it. So I go in the bathroom, and she's in the bathroom too, and it's kind of, and she's trying to eat her breakfast, you know, in the bathroom, and I come in, I don't say a thing. I grab the my razor, my electric razor, and I start to shave my face, and she doesn't say a word. The moment I start shaving, she goes, oh, by the way, I shaved the dog's balls with that razor this morning. Now, if you laugh, then, you know, you laugh, then you give up your positioning. So I didn't put it over. So I just started shaving, and she said that, and I said, what? And then right as she said that, she took a bite, and at the moment she took a bite of her food, I said, well, that's funny, because I had the dog shitting your food this morning, too. And we laughed so hard, and then, of course, we just made up and said, what are we doing? We're just arguing about just silly shit. We recognize, you know, we're on lockdown right now. We can't get triggered by just silly shit. So we had a good laugh about it. Bottom line is, we're going through it too. I'm sure you guys are going through that too. There was a lot of responses that you guys were. So, and not only that, but got to recognize, fellas, you got to make sure that you got to break the ice and make sure that you make things good again, so the day doesn't become like a long, hellish day. Kevin, say what's up to Lauren. You're Lauren. I hope you're doing well. It's almost time for another one here. Good question. So what was my inspiration behind Teremana? My inspiration behind making Teremana was I've just always been a fan of tequila. For many, 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 many years, tequila has always been in my family. Cheers, everybody. One thing I just forgot. Before I answer the question about Teremana, I brought in some of my favorite pineapples. So it has been asked, Rock, can I drink the Teremana Blanco with the Teremana Reposado? And that answer is yes, you can. So here's the Reposado. Hopefully you can catch the sound. That's when you know. Cheers. Reposado. Pineapple. Soaking. Here we go. Pineapple reposado. This is the, what do I call this? The RockTail, Rocktini, something like that. Now, here's the thing. I want to let the pineapple soak inside the Teremana for just a few minutes, just enough for the pineapple to absorb it. And pineapple and the Teremana are one of my favorite combinations that I always like combining it to some degree. So when it comes to my pineapple, I like to soak it in my tequila. Again, just enough for it to absorb inside the fibers of the pineapple. You could use a spoon. You can use a spoon to get the pineapple out. You could use a fork. You could use your fingers. You could just start grabbing the pineapples this way, or you can, as I am choosing today, to take chopsticks. Bleacher Report, welcome. Here we go. Rubbing them together gets the splinters off. I know, I've been asked that question before. What is that, a good luck thing before you eat? No, it's just, you don't want to get this shit in your hands when you're dealing with wooden chopsticks. All right, here we go. I highly recommend this. Reposado, pineapple, soaking. Chopsticks are optional. All right. So what was the inspiration behind? Oh, damn, that is good. It's gonna get weird here in a second. All right. So what the inspiration was behind Teremana was I wanted to create my own tequila brand, and because of the love that I've had for tequila over the years. But in order to do that, and I feel like in order to make sure that it was a successful brand, hopefully, fingers crossed, number one, I had to find the right partners, and I have great partners in Jenna Fagnan and Ken Austin and my business partner, Danny Garcia. I founded the company. They are my really trusted co-founders who are really brilliant at what they do. And the other important thing, aside from finding the right people to execute your plan, is I wanted to make sure that I really understood the world of spirits and the world of tequila and the history of tequila and how it was made and the passion of which it's made. So I spent time down in Mexico in Jalisco, and spent time at our distillery and with all our amazing team members down there and our employees, and this amazing Mexican family who we partnered with. So that was always that was an important thing. And a lot of you guys have asked. And your comments, by the way, let me just say, I really appreciate, put these down. I really appreciate all your responses, your posts to Teremana, and all your videos have been just really, really funny to watch and entertaining, but also all your videos have been really incredibly gratifying, because the truth is, at the moment the liquid hits the lips, it's the response that really brings on the magic, and that is just so invaluable. So I love when you guys are filming yourselves drinking the liquid for the first time, the tequila for the first time. So it was very, very gratifying. So I went down to our distillery down in Jalisco, and our distillery is only makes Teremana. We have and we have almost 200 employees who are incredibly proud to make this. But also what I wanted to do was make sure that we had the highest of quality. So in the highest of quality, the process, so you guys know, is number one, we start off with very mature agave. And that very mature agave is grown to about maybe 6-7 years, maybe a little longer. And then we use brick oven roast the agave, which when you roast the agave in a brick oven, as I have found out now over the years, you take your time. We roast it for days. The process is not rushed. And it caramelizes the agave. So it gives it that caramelized caramel taste, if you will. And then we use handmade copper pot stills. Handmade copper pot stills, again, so you guys know, some of you know, many of you may not know, when you use copper pot stills in the process of making tequila in that world, it really creates an amazing finish and amazing taste. And that's what you get. So when you're tasting the Teremana, and your reaction is what it's reacting to, it is what it is, it's because of that process. And the process is, I wanted to make sure that it was the highest of quality, but then I also wanted to make sure that the most important thing was that it was accessible to everybody, meaning everybody was going to be able to afford Teremana, and that was important to me because it is the tequila of the people. I'm going to take more of this pineapple. So that's what inspired Teremana. Thank you for asking me that. Okay, and last thing, which I think is important, I also found in the world of spirits, there was really no transparency. I'm really particular with what I put in my body, including all the cheat meals that are full of sugar and shit. But especially when it comes to what I'm drinking. And I thought, well, I wanted to be the first brand that was completely transparent, that was the first brand to show you all the details that are on the back. And ultimately, the Teremana brand is 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. So you can drink it confidently, which was important. This is good. All right, what else we got? What's up, Chili? Good to see you. Ecuador, welcome. Good to see you guys. What's up, Soa? Good to see you, Uso. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Blunt has joined us. Good to see you. Good to see you, Tootsie. Emily Blunt, by the way, she, as you guys know, we have a movie called Jungle Cruise coming out together, which I'm very excited about. She's very excited about it too. Of course she is, because she's working with me. But I can't wait for you guys to see the movie, and she kills it, and truly the best. She is the female version of Indiana Jones, and I can't wait for you guys to see that movie. It's going to be great. And also too, so we are actually working on another cool project together, myself and Emily Blunt. Very big, very cool, and that's all I'm going to say about it now. But anyway, welcome, Emily. Good to see you. I hope you guys are doing good. You, Jay, the girls. What's up, Italy? Good to see you guys. Mel Chauncey, good to see you, brother. Mel Chauncey is the name I want you guys to remember. The guy's story is incredible. He's a very good friend of mine. When you talk about a story of hardship and brutality and overcoming and becoming a better human being and then inspiring everybody around him, It not only is he it's a pleasure to have him as my brother, but also and an honor. But it's going to be an honor to tell his story. So $7 Productions is going to tell Mel Chauncey's story, and I look forward to it. I can't wait. We're going to take our time with it though, because a story like that, you got to do it right. All right. What are the questions we got? A lot of you guys are. Good to see you, England. All right, here we go. Yes, good to see you guys. First responders, NYPD. It's good to see you guys. Welcome. Spice Adams, Big Spice, welcome. To all the first responders out there, I mean, first responders, front line, this one's for you. All right, what do we got? That's good. What am I most thankful for in this moment right now? Hey, Russia, welcome. Russia, I'm most thankful that I have my family locked down with me and that, you know, we have found somewhat of a good rhythm, and most thankful that my family is good and trying to stay healthy, trying to stay safe, but also most importantly that our babies don't feel any of the disruption that's been happening around the world, and their life feels undeterred and undisrupted at this point. So I'm happy about that and most thankful for that. And thankful that I could sit out here when it's 50 degrees and have this warm Teremana and chat with you guys. What's up, India? I don't know if there's going to be a Moana sequel. Thank you. I'm not quite too sure. If there is, there could be one. I could see creatively why there might be one, but I'm not too sure. What's up, Bro Bible? Let me see what you just said. Just told that we could. Good question from Bro Bible. What am I excited about working with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot? They're both my good friends. We were shooting a movie when this whole thing hit. We were shooting a movie called Red Notice. That was it was a really cool movie for Netflix, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's great working with those two, and you know, I've known Gal for years now. We did the Fast and Furious movies together, and I'm really proud of her and the career that she has obviously had. And bringing to life, obviously, one of the most iconic superheroes of all time in Wonder Woman. And Ryan Reynolds, of course, that's my brother. He is one of the funniest guys I've ever been around, and a good dude. So I look forward to getting back together with those guys and working whenever that may be. Apparently there's a lot of birthdays that are happening right now. Happy birthday, you guys. Yes. All right. I'm getting texts like crazy to go in and have dinner. I'm like, get your ass in here and have dinner. We'll continue to chat just for a couple of minutes. I can't go in right away when they're asking me to go in. Then I lose my power. I love you back, Brazil. Thank you. I miss you guys. Had an amazing time in Brazil. Spent some good time there. A lot of questions. Thank you guys so much for your questions. Black Adam, you just asked me about Black Adam, you just asked me about WWE. Black Adam right now is slated to come out Christmas of 2021. And I just had a conversation with my producing partner for Black Adam. His name is Bo Flynn. And we just talked this afternoon about really doing everything that we can to protect that date and doing everything we can to continue to move the Black Adam business forward. So when our restrictions and our quarantine ban is lifted, we can slowly roll into collecting our crew and protecting that 2021 Christmas date. And hopefully, we'll see, fingers crossed, maybe shooting Black Adam by August or September. Again, maybe, because everything is up in the air and you just never know how things are going to react, how the world is going to react to getting back to work and what that's going to look like. So yes, we got to be vigilant and focused on making sure that Black Adam still comes out during Christmas of next year, because I love my Christmas movies like Jumanji, but also making sure that we're flexible enough in business to see and feel what's going to happen, because as we all go back to work, all of us, myself and you guys too, we're going to be in a beta phase, which is as we're still trying to work out the kinks of everything. So we'll see, but fingers crossed. So we have to protect that date for Black Adam, and we also have a commitment to finish Red Notice for my partners at Netflix. Scott Stuber and Ted Sarandos have been great. Ori Marmer, fantastic. So I want to make sure that we deliver that movie for them too as well. I think we have about 6 weeks left of shooting Red Notice. And that's very important because I love the platform and Netflix too. So there are a few commitments that, again, we're trying to figure it all out, and we'll make the best decisions as the ban starts to get lifted, and we'll go from there. And another question was about WWE. I know there's a lot of WWE fans, and you're crazy, and you're passionate, and I love it, and I love you, because we grew up together, which is why I always have a deep connection and a relationship with my WWE universe. Do I miss it? Yeah, I miss it. I miss wrestling. There was nothing like it. I miss the camaraderie. I miss this ability to put a great match together, with a great dance partner in the ring. But the thing that I miss most about WWE, and the thing that I miss most about professional wrestling, is the connection with the audience. Because that was always the most important thing for me. I didn't give a shit about being the biggest guy or the loudest or strongest or toughest, or the one that was going to jump off cages or anything like that. Like, that just wasn't me. The most important thing I wanted to do was entertain the crowd and connect with them. So I miss that ability to connect, because even though I wrestled in front of 25 to 100,000 people, for me, it always felt incredibly intimate, because it felt like the connection was right there. So I miss that part of wrestling. Stuff that I don't miss about wrestling, like the silly backstage politics and all that silly shit. But yeah, I miss it. What else we got? if you're tuning in now and you're like, wow, Rock is eating something out of a glass with chopsticks, pineapple. What's up, Argentina? Welcome. Oh, that's funny. Is Rock versus Roman Reigns a possibility? Favorite TV show? Nice. Rock, Roman Reigns, is it possible? I think anything is possible. Sure, of course. I'm always open, and that's the cool thing about the world of professional wrestling is that there's an adaptability to wrestling. And, you never say never in the world of pro wrestling. And you never say never with Vince McMahon, who's has been one of my mentors in business for a very, very long time and a very, very close friend and confidant. So, you never say no. I think, for something like that to happen, I think the venue would have to be right. I think the business model would have to be right. But I'm very close with Roman. That's family to me. So we'll see. And I'm fresh out of pineapple. I'll tell you what I'm not fresh out of. Reposado. We've reached that point. Shit. Just because it falls on the lap doesn't mean that the party has to end. Here we go. It is dinner time. Here we go. All right. Let me shake this up. Do you plan to write an autobiography? I actually wrote one. For those of you who know, you know that I wrote one. For those of you who don't, which are probably many of you guys, I wrote a book when I was, funny story about the book that I wrote. So I wrote a book called The Rock Says when I was, I think, 27 or 28 years old. And I remember when the company had come to me and said, hey, we'd like you to write a book. I remember immediately thinking, I don't think anybody's going to give a shit about what I have to say in a book. I was just so intensely focused on my pro wrestling career at that time. And however, I still went forward with the project. I spent time with a writer who helped me write the book. His name is Joe Layden. He's a friend of mine. And we wrote a book. And the book wound up being #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list for weeks and just completely blew me away. I was like, holy shit. And at that time, when I was, at that time as a professional wrestler, I was not doing any interviews or anything like that transcended the world of pro wrestling. The interviews that I would do were local interviews that I would go into a town, say I would go into Mobile, Alabama, and I would go into Mobile, and then I would, go to the TV station. We'd do interviews that way. I got a big show tonight in Mobile. You guys come down to the arena. Radio stations I would do every morning, but that was it. But then when the book came, I had to do a book tour for press, and I was on Good Morning America, and I was really exposed at that time to doing big press interviews, and I was kind of blown back by that I was really blown away because I hadn't done them before, not to that level, and but the book was pretty successful. So thank you guys for supporting that. All right, here we go. Final toast of the night, because I got to go in. So this is for all the frontline workers. I raise a Teremana toast to all the frontline workers in the medical field, in the food industry, beverage industry, everybody who's doing everything that they can, putting our health and our economy in their front interest, and we appreciate that. And I thank you guys so much. All the work you guys are putting in all around the world, especially in the health and medical industry. I thank you guys so much. I toast. Cheers, all you guys around the world. Enjoy your Teremana. And finally, cheers to being together. You guys stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll chat soon. All right, here we go. This is good.